And of today, lost black slave niggas don't grasp growth and development. They get mad when you call them a slave and a nigger. They say we gotta get rid of that word. No, we got to get rid of the niggas. Y'all gotta stop being niggas. Then we can deal with the word. You see how y'all got things backwards? Say we gotta get rid of that word nigga, cause a nigga don't wanna hear that. We gotta get rid of that word slave. So that's how you get citizen and shit like that. But we gotta get rid of that word slave, cause the slave don't wanna hear that. A slave is cool with being a slave, and a nigga's cool with being a nigga. Long as you don't call him that. This is what I've grasped out of life. A nigga's cool with being a nigga, but just don't call him one. A slave is cool with being a... You good with going to work, and you point your finger and say, this nigga right here is an agent. But you a fuck nigga that go to work. A good old slave. You say, I gotta feed my family. Don't put that on your family. You's a slave, nigga. I gotta feed my babies. Don't put that on your babies. You a goddamn slave, nigga. Cause you are. My baby, they need things. They don't need nothing. The life provides. You a fucking slave. So, there you have it. You give your work and your servitude to another man in his kingdom, as opposed to the life. So now you and your babies depend on him and what he give you. And then you say dumb shit. I gotta feed my babies. You don't feed your babies, you's a slave. The state own your babies. The fuck's wrong with y'all? You got niggas on child support. That means the state own your fucking kids. So it's a deep thing y'all gotta grasp. And I'm with you. I got one on child support. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp when I say what I say. The state own your kids, nigga. Because if a nigga can tell you what you got to do for your kid, then it's his kid. You feel me? It's a deep thing you got to grasp. You tell a woman, listen, if you go over to the government and tell them that I don't take care of my kid, and then they tell me I got to take care of my kid, well, then that's their kid. And that's... they own you and they own the kid. Because I don't grasp. Now, I'm not saying this for niggas that don't want to take care of their kids. You can get no escape from me, but I'm just making a point. How there's no correlation. Everybody's cool with being a slave if that aspect is beneficial to them. Then they turn around and get mad at the aspects that don't benefit them. So it's a deep thing I want you guys to grasp. Slaves work against slaves. This is life. And then they play dumb afterwards and say, man, I'm cool with this shit. Just don't call me a slave and don't call me a nigga. And I don't mind being one. So, for every motherfucker that want to say, man, we got to get rid of the word nigga. Well, you tell them Solace said, well, first let's deal with the niggers. Yeah? You clean the niggers up first, then. You can't say, don't call me a bum, but you a bum. Well, don't be a bum. It's a cold-blooded, simple, deep thing. You clean yourself up, then say, don't call me a bum. Lest you telling a nigga to lie. You could tell yourself, I ain't no bum. But why I gotta lie with you? It's just like a gay man. He's call me her. I can't lie to myself. You ain't a goddamn her. I ain't knocking you, but you can't get me. Why I gotta lie? Why I gotta be a part of your lie? So now I call you she and her, and people don't know you. So they like, oh, that must be a she and a her. So now I'm guilty as you is. Lying to people. Because I know you a goddamn him. But I get lost into what is politically correct. So I say, no, it's disrespectful if a man wants to be called a him. I mean, if a man wants to be called a her or a she, then I'm disrespecting him if I call him a him or a he. But it's not. You disrespect yourself in the life when you let a man convince you that you got to go with his lie and cover his tracks. The fuck out of here with that shit. You want to be a transvestite? Be one. But when you say I got to call you a she and a her, then you telling me I got to lie. And that's where the line got to stop. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I have morality. Why I got to lie? Why I got to go with your lie? Why can't you just bear the burden of your own fucking lie? So this is where we at in the daytimes. We got to bear other people's lies. And if you don't go with people's lies, then there's something wrong with you. You calling a nigga? Don't call me a nigga, but you a nigga. You don't know shit, nigga. You say, man, you disrespecting me. And you disrespecting yourself, nigga. You want me to lie? It's a deep thing. Now, the last example was a little harsh. You know, you don't walk up on people and call them niggas. But you don't be calling no transvestite no him if it's a girl or no she if it's a man. The fuck is wrong with y'all? You condoning lying. And you lying yourself. So you gotta grasp. That ain't to say, oh, you nigga can be whatever you want. Keep that shit to yourself. If you want to rob a bank, rob all the banks you want.